Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at ArklateXhomepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marshes with your Tuesday morning forecast update. I know everybody probably up for a good portion of the night here, just given the amount of thunderstorms we saw move through. Not a lot of severe weather overnight, but these storms really did produce a lot of thunder and lightning, so just be nice to one another today. I know everybody's a little bit tired and kind of tired of this weather, but today we do have a flash flood watch just issued by the National Weather Service, and that does include basically most of the Arklatex, with the exception of a few counties north of I-30 in Oklahoma and Arkansas. Even if you're not in the watch, the potential is there to see some heavy rain. You can see here the watch calls for an additional 2 to 3 inches of rain through tomorrow morning, and it is possible some spots could pick up some isolated higher amounts. So here's a look at what's going on this morning. We have some thunderstorms still rolling across the region, but the belt of heaviest rain overnight right along Interstate 20. So you can see last 24 hours radar estimating that we have seen a good 3 to 6 inches of rain here from Mount Pleasant down through Harrison and Marion County, through Shreveport, Bossier, and then down into northern Natchitoches parishes. You'll remember yesterday morning south of I-20 we had some 4 to 6 inch amounts, and even Sunday night into Monday morning we had some 3-inch amounts here in Arkansas. So the bottom line, much of the region has seen a good 3 to 5 inches of rain, and we will add to that an additional 2 to 3 inches of rain between now and likely tomorrow morning. So we are a little more flash flood prone, meaning we could see some those poor drainage areas, some of the roadways, the typical intersections that you see on your morning commute that take on high water. That will be an issue for us today. We could see some flash flooding pop up this morning, but definitely this afternoon as well. As the rain today will come through in a few different waves, and you can see wave number 1 arriving this morning. I guess this would probably be wave 3 or 4, just depending on where you're located here, but wave number 1 here for your Wednesday, or at least your Tuesday, rolling in early this morning, and we could see a few more rounds roll into your Wednesday morning as well. Wanted to talk about the severe weather threat. It is there today. Yesterday we had that marginal risk for some severe storms, and we did have a couple of long track storms that moved out of Texas, brought some hail damage to much of the region here, and we also did have some high wind, especially down in Red River Parish, and it was basically 2 or 3 storms that did all that damage. And that's the outlook for today, is that we could see just a handful of severe storms, but again, it only takes a few storms to cause a lot of damage. So we're on the lookout today also for some large hail and high wind, but I do think flash flooding will be the kind of widespread threat for us today. So here's a look at your Robbins Toyota FUTURECAST. It is showing the rain kind of pushing through this morning, so about a 50-50 shot you'll be seeing some rain right around lunchtime today. I think early afternoon some of us may see a bit of a break here, but we are going to see a pretty significant push of the rain and storms as we go through the afternoon and evening today. That's a snapshot about 5 p.m. So if this were the case, we would probably see a number of flash flood warnings here through the I-20 corridor, given that we've seen such heavy rain over the past day or so, especially through I-20, and the forecast models are showing it's a pretty good chance it's where we'll see some of the heaviest rain again today. Tonight we'll see the rain start to transition more to the southeast, but even for the commute tomorrow we'll likely have a few scattered storms around, and then you see the threat for heavy rain, any kind of severe weather coming to an end pretty quickly as we roll into your Wednesday. We are not in the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for severe weather tomorrow, so we could see a few strong storms today. But this will be the big issue. Again, FutureCast showing some 1 to 3 inch amounts south of Interstate 20, and even some 2 to 4 inch amounts here across the I-30 corridor, which is why a good chunk of the region is in that flash flood watch today. So just be on the lookout for that, especially for the afternoon commute. Temperatures really quickly, not a big change from yesterday. We are in the 50s and 60s. The rain will keep us on the cool side again today. Just 63 in Texarkana, 67 in Shreveport, a few of us in the 70s south of Interstate 20. Should start to see some improvements by tomorrow afternoon, but some of that rain could very well linger into Wednesday evening. Sun pops out Thursday. That will start to dry us out, and I'll say, given the heavy rain that we've seen and the lakes and rivers already running pretty high, we are going to have to be on the lookout here for some flooded lakes and rivers as we head into the weekend. Enjoy that break from the rain, because it looks like next week we could see some showers and storms set up for several days next week as well.